Hey there, it's Lauren with Rustic Honey, and today we only have 1 hour to reset this house. So we have to get busy. Let's talk about all the cleaning tips and tricks and see if we can get this place back in working order while the baby takes her nap. All right, good morning, friends. It is time to take our house from chaos to calm in today's video, and I hope you'll come along with me and we can talk about all of the cleaning routines and hacks and tips along the way. And of course, as always, I welcome your advice in the comments below too. I am not a cleaning channel, but I do love to talk about homemaking here, and I'm laughing because I probably should have a cleaning channel because there would always be opportunity for content here on my channel because I have 4 kids, we live on a farm, there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of life lived in this home, and there would just always be a mess to clean up. So stay tuned. We might have to do some more cleaning in the future. Today, we have a plan to get this house picked up and at least somewhat back in working order while the baby takes her nap. I feel like our home has been in disarray ever since the holidays. We had sick days and snow days and travel days, and you know what happens to your home during that time period. Sometimes it just continues to build up. Even if you have good daily habits and you're often cleaning, sometimes we just need a focused reset. So this morning, the first thing I'm going to do is start a load of laundry. I always think this is a great first step because it can be running in the background while you're doing your power hour, is what I like to call it, around the house. If you've ever followed the Fly Lady, she often calls this a weekly home blessing, and that's pretty much what we're doing today. We're not doing the major deep cleaning stuff, but we're going to work throughout my home and just get things, again, back in working order. Now, I think a good tip here is to have a plan before you get started, because if you're anything like me, I can get so distracted and easily get sucked into one room, which could be this mud room because it is such a disaster, as I've shared in recent videos. But I think it's important to have a plan, or at least map out how you're going to clean a house. So one of the things I like to do when I'm doing this power hour is I focus on the back end of our house, starting in our mud room, and I work room by room through my home to get it set before I move on to the next. For me, this works because I get a little bit of a sense of accomplishment in each room before moving on to the next, which is motivating. Depending on the state of my home, I also find it effective to make a list of the things I'd really like to accomplish within that hour and then cross them off as I go. So it just kind of depends on the state of your house and what works best for you, but that is definitely something you need to either make a list ahead of time or map out your course. Not gonna lie, starting in the mudroom was a little bit difficult for me today because it needs a good deep clean, but my next tip is to avoid the urge to deep clean as you go, because you can easily get sucked into a room and before you know it, you spend an entire hour deep cleaning an area, which again, this room could definitely use that, but today we're just trying to get things workable again so that I feel a sense of calm in my home, and then on another day we can spend an hour or even 20 minutes deep cleaning this area of my home. But in the meantime, during your power hour, please at all costs try to avoid the deep clean urge. So many shoes and Nerf guns and things out of place. One thing I do like to do from time to time is to keep a basket in the room with me so that I don't have to leave the space until it's clean. But I will say on other days, I find it more effective to just take the things I've picked up and put them in their homes right away, even if it means more steps and even if it means leaving the space. Sometimes that touch it once method is just highly effective in getting things done. I feel like this is a personality thing. So let me know in the comments below if you are a clutter like basket person or if you have to be a touch it once person. All right, the next tip I have for you in this power hour is to set a timer. I think that using our timer on our phone or setting a timer in the kitchen can be so effective to keep you on task and on course throughout this power hour to make sure that you use this time to the best of your ability. Again, it keeps us from getting too deep in one area, keeps us moving, and I just find that highly effective. Maybe I'm a little bit competitive, but setting a timer always works. I talked about moving from room to room earlier, but there are a few things that I like to batch work, and I think it's highly effective in getting more done quickly. Cleaning the bathrooms is one of those chores that I dread, but batching them together and timing myself makes me realize it only takes me about 15 minutes to do all 3 of our bathrooms. I just swish and swipe, again with that Fly Lady reference. And another thing that has made cleaning the bathroom easier and more enjoyable is using Blue Land products like their toilet tablets. I'm excited that Blue Land has sponsored today's video and I can tell you more about their products. I've shared these with you before, but I've been using the Blue Land tablets for several months now and we still love them. I love the scent and I love that my kids can also help clean and there's no harmful ingredients that I need to worry about. The 3 things I have loved most about Blue Land is they have reusable packaging, so it's better for the environment because all of their packaging they mail it with is recyclable. They also use clean ingredients. That's probably number 1 for me. I don't have to worry about all the harmful chemicals. And number 3, they simplify my shopping because I can batch order or subscribe to their tablets or hand soap, and I don't have to remember to add that to my grocery list ever again. I recently was able to try their hand soap tablets and I have loved them. The scents have been great so far, and these are refillable for as little as $2.25 a tablet. I love that not only I am able to save money, but that I'm also able to save the environment by keeping these nice quality glass bottles ready to go and just dropping in a new scent when I'm ready. If you're looking to freshen up your home with clean ingredients and protect the environment at the same time, I would highly recommend Blue Land. Be sure to use my link in the description box below for 15% off of your order. All of the details will be down there, and thank you again so much to Blue Land for sponsoring today's video. All right, I'm continuing to race against the clock and I'm on my last bathroom. I'm not gonna lie, I think it took me more than 15 minutes to do our 3 bathrooms today because I felt like they were just filthy. I also wanted to take a little bit of extra time to work on the drain in our sink. I feel like it's just been collecting water just a little bit lately, and before it becomes a problem, I'm gonna hit it with some homemade Drano, if you will, which is baking soda, vinegar, and then boiling water. And again, my kids love to help with this process because it's like a little science project. But we do this to our sink every once in a while just to clear out any of that extra gunk and buildup from makeup or whatnot that falls down in the sink. I just find that little trick to be highly effective on some minor clogs. So give that a try next time before reaching for the Drano. Okay, I skipped rooms a little bit, but we're gonna backtrack to the kitchen, which is always kind of in a state of disarray because we live in this kitchen a lot. There's just so much time spent in here. For the weekend, I finally took down all of our Christmas decorations too and got those packed away. So there's still just kind of open spots on my shelving, and I do plan to redecorate soon. But right now I am just in this mode of needing to reclaim the calm in my kitchen. And one mom hack for you: if you can't make it through your power hour, just always light a candle and it will trick anyone that enters your space into thinking that it is clean and tidy. Or at least that's my hope, because I'm always team light a candle around here. Daddy is hero of the day here, delivering me a coffee halfway through our power hour. He must have had to run to town for a few things, so lucky us. The biggest problems we seem to have in our house is creating piles of things. So as you can see, we had the Christmas tree I had finally packed away. I'm having Dan help me put that up on a high shelf out in our shop today so that we can finally get it up off of the floor. And some of these excess toys over here in the corner, we're just going to deal with at a later date. But right now, we're just admiring the extra space that we now have because the Christmas tree is finally down. We'll go with that. Just like the urge to not deep clean, I am avoiding the urge to redecorate too. As you saw, I had some empty shelves there in the living room. But again, today is solely about getting things back to a position where we can just feel calm and ready to tackle whatever the week throws at us. Well, the baby woke up before the very end of my power hour here, but we are going to do the last little batch task, which would be to do the floors. I find this most helpful to just do at the very end. Again, batching that work just makes it a little bit quicker to get done all at once. I guess it's kind of like that touch it once rule, but with your cleaning tools. So if you're gonna have the vacuum out, do it all at once. If you're gonna have a mop out, do it all at once. Same thing maybe with a dust rag, or you're cleaning windows and mirrors. Do those things together, batch them together, and it will go a lot faster in your power hour. Now you guys know I love to start the day with a bed made, but sometimes the baby controls the schedule a little bit more than I do. So this morning we didn't quite finish all that laundry before starting the power hour, so I'm just wrapping that up so that I can get my bed made and finish off the day right, because nothing feels more calm than walking into a bedroom ready for bed. Now that was the beauty of this coming full circle, is that we started our laundry at the beginning of the power hour and now we're wrapping it up and putting everything away. So I feel like although things are not completely perfect around this house, and really they never are perfect around this house if I'm being honest, I feel like we have definitely gone from chaos to calm today, and that was our goal. Mom needed a little bit of control in this home and a little bit of clarity. So one bonus tip, if you have time, is to clean out the fridge by offering everyone leftovers for lunch, and that's exactly what we're doing today after our power hour. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you back here again soon.